Welcome to another new video. In this video, we're gonna solve a problem named Two Sum. It's a strategic problem, we know, all of us. Anyways, without wasting any more time, let's start our today's video. Here you can see I just opened the LeetCode problem site, and you can see here Two Sum description. I'm gonna not wasting time by reading this description. I'll already read this, so I'm gonna directly solve this problem. And you're gonna see here I opened my VS Code, and you can see I created a new folder called Two Sum. Anyways, at first let's talk about the algorithm. Which algorithm we're gonna choose to solve our today's problem. Basically, let's choose a very easy solution that will be probably have the time complexity. That will probably have the time complexity of order of n square. Anyways, we're gonna run two loops, and through these loops, we're gonna solve this problem. Here we go. At first, we're gonna copy our inputs, and then we're gonna paste it. Then we see if our target is correct or not. Let's say I take a constant, and here's our variable. Now what I'm gonna do here is call this function named Two Sum, and I'm gonna take two parameters, one called array and one called target. So let's start this function. Our test case, if we put to function, I'll say console the log and Two Sum, we're gonna see this will definitely work. Here's I made a mistake. This will be an arrow function. Anyways, let's say it will be const. Everything is okay. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a let's say we're gonna create a new, it will be empty, and we're gonna just return that empty array. It's okay. Now let's jump to our code functionality. Here we're gonna run two for loops. Must be the dependency will be array.length, array.length, and I will be increment every time. Now we have another problem. This is for one loop, and I told you that we're gonna run two loops in this solution. So I just copy this, and I just change the variable name. Now it's gonna run two times. I mean, it's a nested loop inside loop. Anyways, I'm gonna save this, and now I'm gonna write my code by a condition. You will always check a checkpoint, like check a condition. If the condition is right, then we found a expected result. If false, we found nothing. So now let's say we have the array. You can see the array. So I'm gonna say array and I and plus array plus j is equals to, if it will match the target. Okay, here we're gonna put this. If this condition is true, we're gonna find our result. Otherwise, our result will be just empty array. So here we go. I'm gonna push this result. Just I'm gonna push I and j. This is all about our solution. Okay, now if I run this, can I see? Oh, I think I have made a mistake. Okay, I think I don't need this empty array. I think this will create a bug. So let's just return this variable, and if it will false, it will definitely return an empty array. I think this will work. Okay, now this will work. So what we're gonna do at this moment, actually we have a number of arrays. So if 2 plus 7 is equals to 9, we know that, but we need the index number which is expected from this array. So in this array, we're gonna see the index of this digit is 0 and index of this digit is 1. So we just need the index numbers, not the digits. If we add 2 and 7, it definitely results 9. So here we go. We can see 0 and 1 will be the answer. And let me check this function first. Here we paste it. Okay, let me clear one more concept here before we run this code. I think it will give an error. Actually, we write the correct logic, but sometimes, you know, LeetCode is checked for all kinds of variables. That's why it may give errors. So let's say this 2 is always constant. If we start our array, the first index will be must 0. So in our first loop, we see we started our index from 0. So we don't need to take this 0 again. So I think in the next loop, we don't think that we need to take this first digit again. So let's say it will definitely I plus 1, or you just simply write plus 1. And if you run this code, the result will be the same. Here you can see the result will be the same. So that's not the problem. Actually, LeetCode runs in a strict mode. That's why they don't allow this kind of concepts. So we just change here I plus 1. I think that will definitely run. And here we go. Okay, LeetCode give me an error because I just changed the original function name. So that's the error. I fixed it, and I think now everything is gonna clear. Here you can see our result is accepted, and we're right. All the cases are solved. So this is how we can solve our problem. Anyways, let's talk about the time complexity, because actually in my channel I just simplify every problem for new users, beginners, and for all of the programmers. So anyways, let's solve this. Here we see one for loop is running, but the dependency is array.length. That means the input array. So if the input array size is too big, that means it will take n times. Let's say n times. So for this first loop, the time complexity will definitely big O of n right here. And actually you can see inside another loop there was number 2, and you can see array.length again. So the same dependency, but the problem is the input array now will check 2 times. I mean same array for 2 times. That's not make sense. Anyways, we just solved this problem. We considered the easiest solution. That was the easiest solution. Anyways, for this array, for this loop, you will take the n times again. So now let's define the time complexity. Actually, it's a nested array. So we know the rules of nested array. We can see here n is running for the parent. Let's say it's a parent. Let's assume it's a child. So parent is taking n times, child is also taking n times, and they both check one array. That means they are multiplying their time n into n. N into n. So this will definitely say we are using n square. That means big O of n square, the time complexity. So that's all about our today's video. I think this is the easiest way I solved the problem. Anyways, you can try yourself. Best of luck for everyone. You can do everything you want. Please subscribe this channel and follow me.